Imagine someone hands you two contracts. The first promises extraordinary wealth. Your income multiplies. Your name carries influence. Doors open before you knock. People seek your advice, your investment, and your approval. You become the person everyone wants to become. The second contract offers something money can never guarantee: peace, time, deep relationships, the freedom to wake up without anxiety and end each day knowing you were present for the moments that truly mattered. You can sign only one. Most people believe they'll find a way to keep both. But every remarkable life is built on invisible trade-offs. The question isn't whether you'll pay a price. The question is whether you'll choose that price, or discover it when it's already too late. In level 1, the success everyone chases. From childhood, we're taught a simple equation: study hard, work harder, earn more, become successful. The message sounds reasonable because, in many ways, it is. Money creates opportunities. It removes financial stress, gives your family security, and allows you to make choices that poverty never permits. Without enough money, even small problems become overwhelming. A medical emergency, a broken car, or the loss of a job can change everything overnight. Financial stability isn't just about luxury, it creates breathing room. That's why ambition isn't the enemy. In fact, ambition has built companies, transformed industries, and lifted millions of families out of hardship. But somewhere along the climb, something subtle begins to happen. Success quietly changes its definition. You stop chasing freedom and start chasing comparison. You no longer measure your progress against your own goals. Instead, you measure it against someone else's lifestyle: a bigger house, a newer car, another investment property, a higher title. The finish line keeps moving. Every achievement feels satisfying for a moment, then immediately becomes ordinary. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill, the tendency for people to quickly adapt to new levels of success before craving something even bigger. What once felt impossible soon feels normal, and enough slowly disappears from your vocabulary. Without realizing it, many people stop building wealth for freedom. They begin building wealth simply to keep running. Level 2. Why power is so addictive. Money gives you comfort. Power gives you significance. That's why power is far more difficult to walk away from. Power isn't just authority, it's influence. It's being the person whose opinion changes the direction of a meeting. It's knowing opportunities appear because your name is attached to them. It's watching people treat you differently the moment they discover what you've accomplished. At first, it feels earned. You work longer than everyone else. You sacrifice weekends. You take risks others avoid. Eventually, the rewards arrive: promotions, recognition, higher income, better investments. Your network grows. Your confidence grows with it. Then something changes. People stop telling you what you need to hear. They start telling you what you want to hear. The higher you climb, the fewer honest conversations you have. You become surrounded by admiration, but not necessarily truth. Power has a strange way of convincing people they're becoming more independent, when in reality, they're becoming more dependent. Dependent on results, dependent on status, dependent on maintaining an image that now feels too expensive to lose. Every promotion comes with greater expectations. Every success creates another standard. Every victory raises the cost of failure. The mountain gets taller with every step. And suddenly you're no longer climbing because you want to. You're climbing because stopping feels impossible. Level 3. The wealth that never appears on a balance sheet. Now imagine someone else. Their income is comfortable but not extraordinary. They aren't famous. They aren't constantly being celebrated. Yet every evening they sit down for dinner without checking work emails every 5 minutes. They know their neighbors. Their closest friends have remained in their lives for years. They sleep through the night. Their children remember them being present. Their health is improving instead of declining. Most people wouldn't call this person wealthy, but perhaps they're measuring wealth with the wrong ruler. Real wealth isn't only about how much money enters your account. It's about how much of your life actually belongs to you. Can you choose how to spend your morning? Can you take a vacation without feeling guilty? Can you disconnect from work without fearing everything will collapse? Can you enjoy the money you've earned instead of constantly protecting or chasing more? Ironically, many people spend decades sacrificing these freedoms in order to become financially free. By the time they finally arrive, they've forgotten how to enjoy what they worked so hard to build. The greatest luxury isn't unlimited income. It's having control over your own time. Level 4. 2 lives, 2 definitions of success. Picture 2 films playing on separate screens. The first moves quickly. Luxury offices, private flights, business negotiations, investment portfolios growing year after year. The soundtrack is bold. The pace never slows. Every scene feels larger than the last. The second film is quieter, Family dinners, morning walks, birthdays never missed, long conversations without checking the time, building a business that serves life instead of consuming it. Its soundtrack is softer, the victories are smaller, but somehow they linger longer. Now ask yourself something uncomfortable. If both people reached old age today, which life would they replay with fewer regrets? The answer isn't obvious. Power creates opportunities to change the world. Many hospitals, charities, businesses, and innovations exist because ambitious people refuse to settle. Yet happiness creates something just as valuable, a life that's actually experienced instead of merely documented. Perhaps the real mistake isn't choosing power or happiness. Perhaps the mistake is believing one automatically guarantees the other. Money can solve financial problems. It cannot automatically solve loneliness. Power can earn respect. It cannot force genuine love. Happiness creates peace, but without purpose, peace can slowly become complacency. This is why the question is so difficult. You're not choosing between good and bad. You're choosing between two futures that both offer extraordinary rewards and demand extraordinary sacrifices. Level 5, the promotion that changes everything. Let's make the decision real. Imagine you've been offered the biggest opportunity of your career. The salary doubles overnight. You lead a larger team. Your name carries weight in every meeting. People who once ignored your ideas now wait for your approval. This isn't just another promotion. It's the kind of opportunity that could change your family's financial future for generations. There's only one condition. Your evenings are no longer yours. Weekends become catch-up time. Vacations include conference calls. The phone stays within reach even at the dinner table. You tell yourself it's temporary, just a few years, just until you've built enough wealth, just until you're financially secure. So you say yes. The first few months are exhilarating. Your investments grow faster than ever. Your savings accelerate. You buy the home you once dreamed about. Friends congratulate you. Social media celebrates your success. From the outside, you've made it. Then one evening, your child performs in a school concert. You promised you'd be there. An urgent meeting appears. You convince yourself they'll understand. After all, you're doing this for them. The meeting runs long, the applause happens without you. Later that night, someone shows you a video of the performance. You watch it alone. For the first time, success doesn't feel like winning. It feels expensive. Moments like these rarely make headlines. No one writes articles about the opportunities missed outside the office, but they shape a life just as much as promotions do. Now, imagine making the opposite decision. You decline the role. Immediately, doubt arrives. You wonder if you've damaged your future. You watch former colleagues climb higher. Some buy larger homes. Others become executives. Comparison whispers that you've settled for less. Yet your evenings remain yours. You eat dinner without rushing. You attend birthdays. You build traditions instead of excuses. Years later, you may not remember every paycheck you earned, but you'll remember the people who were there when you had the time to notice them. Neither decision is painless. Every meaningful choice creates a version of your life you'll never experience. That's why choosing wisely matters. Level 6. The lie we've been sold. Modern culture repeats one promise more than almost any other. You can have it all. It's an inspiring idea. Unfortunately, reality doesn't work that way. Every hour has a limit. Every decision closes another possibility. Every yes quietly becomes a no to something else. The entrepreneur sacrifices certainty. The executive sacrifices time. The investor sacrifices comfort today for freedom tomorrow. The parent sacrifices convenience for family. Trade-offs aren't evidence that you're failing. They're evidence that you're living. The people who build lasting wealth understand something many never learn. The goal isn't to eliminate sacrifice. The goal is to choose the right sacrifices. Power without peace slowly becomes anxiety. You begin questioning everyone's intentions. Trust becomes difficult. Rest feels unproductive. Your achievements grow larger while your world grows smaller. Eventually, you're surrounded by success but struggling to enjoy it. The opposite extreme carries its own danger. Happiness without challenge can quietly become complacency. Comfort is wonderful until it becomes an excuse. Dreams become smaller. Curiosity fades. Years pass without meaningful growth. One day, you realize you've been surviving comfortably instead of living intentionally. Neither extreme creates a fulfilling life. The answer isn't choosing one forever. It's understanding which season of life you're in. Some seasons are for building. Some are for protecting. Some require relentless effort. Others require slowing down long enough to remember why you started. Wisdom isn't found in avoiding difficult choices. It's found in knowing which sacrifices are worth making and which are too expensive. Level 7. Designing a life instead of drifting into one. Most people don't consciously choose their lives. They inherit them. They follow expectations. They chase promotions because everyone else does. They buy bigger homes because success is supposed to look a certain way. They work longer hours because slowing down feels like falling behind. Years later, they wake up inside a life they never intentionally designed. Don't let that become your story. Before you chase another dollar, define what wealth actually means to you. Not to your coworkers, not to social media, not to strangers on the internet. To you. Write down the things you refuse to lose. Your health, your integrity, your family, your peace of mind. Protect those first, then build everything else around them. Money is one of the most powerful tools ever created. It can buy freedom. It can create opportunities. It can protect the people you love. But tools should serve their owner. The moment your money owns your time, your attention, and your identity, you've reversed the relationship. Real financial success isn't having the biggest bank account. It's having the freedom to decide how your life is lived. Can you choose your mornings? Can you say no without fear? Can you spend uninterrupted time with the people who matter most? Can you enjoy the wealth you've already built instead of endlessly chasing the next milestone? If you can, you're richer than many people whose net worth is 10 times larger. Final scene, the richest decision. You'll ever make one day, every ambitious person reaches a quiet crossroads. Not on a stage, not during a celebration, but in an ordinary moment. A calendar invitation, a business opportunity, another promotion, another investment, another chance to earn more. And once again, life asks the same question. What are you willing to trade for this? There's nothing wrong with pursuing wealth. There's nothing wrong with building influence. The world needs ambitious people who create businesses, solve problems, and improve the lives of others. But never confuse accumulating money with building a meaningful life. The purpose of wealth is not simply to make numbers grow. The purpose of wealth is to give you greater freedom over how you spend your limited time, because time is the one asset no billionaire has ever been able to buy back. At the end of your life, your investment portfolio won't ask whether you were present. Your job title won't remind your family of your laughter. Your salary won't replay the conversations you never had. Only your choices will. So chase excellence. Build businesses, invest wisely, create opportunities, leave a legacy. But remember that the greatest return on investment isn't always measured in percentages. Sometimes it's measured in peaceful mornings, in relationships that survived your ambition, in memories that no amount of money could ever replace. Power is valuable. Happiness is priceless. True wealth is learning how to hold both without allowing either to own you. Because the richest life isn't the one that impresses strangers. It's the one that still feels meaningful when the room is quiet, the applause has faded, and you're left alone with the person you've become. Choose wisely. Not because success is temporary, but because your time is.